Okay. All right. Okay. So currently right now what you are looking at is um this current um fix and flip case study here in North Plainfield. So, North Plainfield is a suburb here in New Jersey. If you're not from New Jersey, and maybe you're familiar with the city of Newark, New Jersey, it's about 30 to 35 minutes from the city of Newark, New Jersey. So this is a suburb. And so in like a typical suburb, you got your your single family homes or what have you. And so once again, like I mentioned, I source deals because I know that I can provide financing, and if people can qualify for financing, they can get deals. So let me just be both pieces of it. So this is a deal that I was able to source with the marketing methods that I have put in place. And so this deal, a real estate investor I'm working with, going to be purchasing it for 215,000, and it has an ARV of 485 and a rehab budget of 52. I wish I should have added the other pictures, but really those pictures wouldn't have did it no justice. But I will say the bones of this house is good. Pretty much it's not a full, it's not a gut type of flip. Nobody's ripping out walls or what have you. It's just going to be some updated paint, updated kitchen, updated bathrooms, foundation is good or what have you. As you can see, the exterior is good. And so a person, without me going on a deep dive, but if you know how to calculate um the um the numbers on this deal, a investor would invest in this deal all day long, which is why I was able to get a fix and flip loan for this investor. So here I am doing one piece of it where I help them source the deal. Then I'm also going to help them get the financing for the deal. So just to run some quick numbers, and I should have went more detail on it. Maybe I'll do another podcast episode where I can go more deeper on the numbers. But with an ARV, meaning ARV is what the house could sell for, and that's on the low end. Because what I am going to show you, we were very conservative. We can be very aggressive, but due to the purchase price of us getting it so low and the repairs being very minimal, because like I said, we're not doing no full gut. The house was, well kept. We have a very, as you can see, the rehab budget is 52. We were still being very aggressive with the rehab budget, because what this particular investor is going to do is they are going with the lender that I have them working with. They are going to get the financing for the purchase. So lender's going to put in 80%. They got to come up with the 20. That's not a problem. But this is where it gets creative. The lender is going to lend on the whole 100% of the rehab. But the thing is that, and this is what a lot of investors don't know, this particular investor is not going to take a draw at closing for the rehab. They've partnered up with their private money person who came on to that. They are part of this deal too, and it was just cheaper for them to use the private money for the rehab as opposed to doing the lender. And I know many people say, well, how is that the case? The lender is going to give 100%. Well, you still got to pay on the money. So based on the rates of what the lender is going to lend, it came out cheaper to use the private money that they're partnered with. And that is what I specialize in, to go really deep. Now the only way to do that is that you literally have to work the numbers. So we did the underwriting on this deal before I even presented it to the lender, because we did let the lender know that although we will accept the 100% financing on the rehab, but the investors only going to draw on it if they need the money because they have their own money. And if anything, that's a win-win for the lender. There's no lender who is going to frown on um you not using their rehab money, because at the end of the day, now they're not they you know they have less risk because they see that you are taking a large part of the risk by you using your rehab money. So, like I said, this is a creative deal in the making. I didn't do a deep dive, but I'm just giving you an overview of the idea of money follows deals. This particular investor is working with a private money lender along with the hard money lender. They're going to partner together on this, and they're going to use their private lender's money for the rehab because it just comes out cheaper, and it's a win-win for the lender who is lending on the purchase, because now they have less of a risk. It's a win-win all way. But the only way we were able to do this, and I was able to break this down for this investors, I had to show them the numbers.